So that would be...
But Kamokjo, he's already got one frag on the round here. He can pull it out.
We'll have to see. Yeah. It is a 2-on-2 here, and
it's never fully over when Kamokjo.
They need to make a move soon, though. He's coming down real low. Still trying to get his head up. A nice close in there by Sane. Unfortunately, it's not going to work out for him. And there's clean 10-0. I have to say,
isn't the second clean 10-0? Oh no, I think.
Yeah, it is the second. It might be. It might even be the third. I think AG.
Oh no! Actually, it was almost a 10-0, but they picked up 2 rounds in the next half. Remember, right at the beginning, thanks to Kamokjo.
Oh, that's right. Kamokjo. AG never picked one up against them, and then I don't think they picked one up against AH.
Thanks to Kamokjo getting that 5K, right?
Yeah.
AG. Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, they actually got two in that. Well, I guess he had 2 5K.
Oh yeah, wasn't that when the
5K he
got a 5K
rounds.
and then he won them another round by clutching it out, and then they also won one more round.
But in opposite sides, yeah. In 2 different maps.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's the first time that they've been 10-0'd, but I think that might be AH's second 10-0. I think maybe they did
one against Villain.
10-0 against Villain.
It's quite a possibility. That was pretty one-sided affair there too.
I certainly didn't expect it. I expected definitely for AH to have the advantage, but I didn't quite see it being this one-sided. And noticeably, Kamokjo is quiet. Maybe
it's hard for him for some reason.
Maybe we tilted
the Twin Towers. He just can't seem to take it.
Maybe I deserve the blame by asking him about the knife.
You tilted him a little bit by asking him about that, huh?
Maybe. I mean, maybe he thought nobody noticed.
Maybe the spectator wasn't on me.
Right. I mean, there's 2 players in the situation.
50-50 chance. That actually is true, though. 50-50 chance, and it was on him.
Yeah, twice in a row. But, I mean, why would it be on the other member? He's the one that has the chance to clutch.
Yeah, he's the one that already got a couple kills in the round, and he's been noticeably just popping off and getting a lot of clutches. He got a lot of clutches during these last few matches.
Or super close to clutches like the 2.
Yeah.
That we
getting it down to a 1v1 and then accidentally hitting the wrong button.
Right, and it felt for all the world like it's been a long day, guys. It's been a long day.
That feel when you try to talk over the music?
Yeah. I'm telling you, it happens more and more every podcast day. So thank you guys for giving us a little bit of leeway and bearing with us for this last set, which I'll be honest, it's just looking more and more like it's just going to start heading in AH's direction here. Although nice little
that
there
nade.
By Sane.
That nade, though.
Yeah.
Kamokjo up here in the window. Not getting tagged yet, but he did get hit once, and he can pull this out. He almost got a collateral there on Mayo as well. He can pick him to the box, but no, he's going to let Mayo get all the way to the train here. It's going to be very difficult for him to pick this up now. Now he's up in a
3 HP. Ooh, not the cleanest jump here. Straight it back across. It will be, but almost immediately. Oh, excuse me, it's not. It's actually Mayo getting the double.
I was wondering where you were going with that one.
I'm sorry,
it seemed like it, right? Yeah.
In opposite positions at that exact moment. But instead, it will be 2 kills here for the Flashant side, but 1 point on the board for AH. So we'll have to see if they can bounce back on this Black Widow and see if we can't see a cargo ship.
Ooh, what a nade, though. Man, these nades from AH have just been on point. Just 2 in the last round that have taken full damage. Or close to full damage, sorry. And these nades from Pure are just going to be pointless, kind of. They're not even rushing the site yet.
Any of them have found their mark. It does look like it may be time to go soon. Although a little bit surprising they don't go with all that equipment. At least could have waited for the smoke on the door to die out. And it looks like Interesting. Not look. Oh, interesting. With the windows being larger, that's almost visible.
Yeah, and I think Tai Sung knows that. That's why he's standing like right on the edge of it, you know.
Yeah,
This should be good for the Korean team here, and it's kind of it's not really turning in their favor. Sadly, they only get 1 for 3, 1 for 4. Goodness, what a shot by AHIHI there, crossing, just popped in the head. That was
shots. Like they definitely have an idea of what they want to do on the defensive side.
They were in the right spot. They had a great crossfire there, but only 1 coming out of it. That's definitely a mechanical error there, just by not hitting the crossfire.
The definition of a mechanical error.
A feeder error, we could also say.
Indeed. Does look like they're going to push so aggressively, and that's what you want to see.
Kamokjul. You know, in the times we've actually seen them snipe against each other, I think Kamokjul's won it pretty much every time.
That is definitely not true for the last map. Mayo was tearing Kamokjul apart.
Were they actually sniping against each other?
Yes.
They were peeking? Okay. Well, maybe I'm just favorably remembering my boy Kamokjul. Did Kamokjul have his knife out?
Rose-tinted glasses. I'm telling you, dude. I saw him accidentally pull it out once.
Yeah.
But it didn't actually affect anything. He was able to get the other weapon out, or he was able to get to what he wanted immediately after. But it's definitely a rough thing to have to deal with, and
it's kind of curious though to see the kind of effect he had on Kamokjul. The kind of effect he had on AHIHI, where he was able to clutch out some rounds and actually have a pretty decent showing against them, but Mayo unable to really get going with the sniper against them, even though he's kind of outclassing Kamokjul just by a little bit here, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit skewed because of, it only happened in a couple of rounds there for Kamokjul.
But when it did,
it was...
And there was many chances as well.
Yeah. He did put him... And that's a bit of a testament to his team to be able to, not just every round, it's not just him being able to string those kills together. He can, as the team being able to put some effort in there. And Kamokjul going to hop down and look for a peek.
He's going to take down AHIHI here. I was going to leave it up to Haha. Come on, man. Ha. And looks like Sign is going to be left in a 1v1 here. Let's see if he can pick it up and flash a little bit of the brilliance that his teammate has been flashing every now and then. He's going to let him get the bomb, but he's going to chase him down really quick, so they should be able to catch him off just a little bit. Maybe. He's actually confused as to where... Oh, time ran out.
Time ran out, yeah.
Okay. I was kind of wondering...
Yeah, so you almost, at that point, man, I guess it's hard to read whether or not he had time to get the bomb down, but if Sign does have that idea, and especially if you heard him pick up the bomb, like you would assume from that distance, typically you would, he might just run in the opposite direction, and because the only way for him to win that round is to take you down.
That's exactly what he did, too.
So a good round win there for Flashant. Sticking close here now, 1-2. Here on this Black Widow. And nice little spray control there.
Yeah.
It took him a minute to reel it in, but able to find it there in the end. And the 2-man advantage. Looking like B going to be the hit. As we do see, actually, could be rough here as rotations are starting to come across from Flashant. And we'll have to see how they can do it, as Rush should have seen them coming in towards that area. Some spray coming down through the boxes onto AHIHI. But he's going to get it, actually, on the peek back out. A little bit weird. I was wondering if AHIHI was just going to go ahead and get the bomb, but this backstab going to really work out here for Rush. He should have another 3-1 back at VOJP. Yeah, I was going to say, it's got to be coming almost immediately, and it will be a headshot Well, good play there by Rush on the backstab.
We're seeing a lot of life here or a little bit of life here in Flashant for sure. Bringing up 2 rounds.
Yeah, and
Tying it up 2-2.
And it's coming at from Sign and Rush. I mean, really, that last round, a big part of it was at the hands of Rush. Kymokjul getting them that early pick, and then Rush able to pick up, I believe, 3 on that round.
Yeah, and I think that's the reason why they're able to stick it so close right here and actually have close rounds without it having to be the clutch out of Kymokjul. Both the other members are kind of picking it up here. And the frags are actually insanely close between these two teams. If you look at it, 4-4, 1-3, and then the only difference there is a 5.
Kymokjul getting another pick out here in this round onto Leo. And he's looking for more down mid. Mayo could end up meeting again here, these two oppers who have really been the star players of their teams. Although that being said, it is Mayo there with that op. And Rush starting to move here towards the site. Going to be holding A down alone, which could be rough as it looks like it might be a cat hit. Although it's still building here. And it does look like a 4-man cat take. This
grenade might be...
Yeah.
Ooh, it could have been huge there if he just aimed it a little bit higher.
He's going to need a nice flash there. And that will buy some time as a huge rotation actually going to come across. 4 members there, but we going to keep that Tyson as he was looking to lurk there from B. And it looks like we might have the rotate come back across to that B site. We'll see if Flashant can't read this out. And it does look like they have...
He might run into the crosshair of Mayo here if he's not too careful.
Yeah.
Hams might be getting a little antsy to peek. He's not really hearing anything for a while. Now he's starting to hear the shots and everything come out, and he gets a quick pick onto the sniper right there. But he's going to get traded back onto as they rush into the site.
Kymokjul going to look to pick one up through the... He does get one before there's only 13 seconds left. Rush just needs to find a way to stop the plant. He can't quite get it done, but now he does have another chance here to have a big round for himself. He can't quite find the first kill there. And it will be a round win there for AH, putting them out into the lead 3-2.
Close round there. It's not such a one-sided affair in this match, or this map, it seems. Even in the rounds they lose, they're looking like they have a fighting chance.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this progresses as it's pretty close here on this map, which was definitely not the case there on our last one. What was the name of it?
It was Inferno. But I don't know what they named it again. But it was Inferno.
It was not very close. In fact, it was the opposite, being a 10-0. But really, it hasn't been, the kind of rounds from Flashant that you would say like, oh, well, maybe it's like the ones they picked up against AG where they're just, barely clutching it out by singular performance by Kymokjul. It's really just been better play. Again, Kymokjul finding a pick at the beginning of the round. It's going to be Rush going down, but that should give them some idea that there's cat attack is coming out. It's actually going to be a split. Kymokjul getting a huge flash down, getting flashed out consistently here. It's going to be so hard for him. Can't quite find the spray down there sign through the boxes or through the bridge, but still very much alive and kicking here is Flashant, and they've actually got themselves into a very, very even 2-on-2. However, they are going to... Oh my goodness!
What a fail that was. Makes them have to hop out early here, and they may be able to catch Haha out here. But Haha, I didn't realize that. And now it's in a 1v2. He gets one. Definitely has a chance to win this here. He's aiming high, that's for sure, and that's good. But will Leo even peek in that time? No, it looks like Leo's just going to be playing the time there. And it's not going to work out for him because the round's going to go to Pure. The round's going to go to Flashant, I mean.
Yeah, and you definitely have to say that, as you see there on screen, MVP of that round definitely going to Tyson. And that's so important here for Flashant, is that, you could say you can attribute Kymokjul putting them in man advantages with chances to win, and then big rounds here out of players like Kaisung and Rush.
And what a big contrast it is to the way they would win rounds before, where nobody was putting Kimokji into a position to win the round. He was just having to clutch it out himself. And now he's able to get the early frags in, which is what a sniper should be doing, and they're cleaning it up for him.
Yeah.
Definitely looking a lot cleaner here from Flashant.
And they've been reading the rotations well off of A as well.
They already have 4 toward B here, so it could possibly go in their favor, but it doesn't look like it is. They won't check Tyson though. Maybe in a good spot. They actually checked them. They wallbanged them. Wow,
Double kill there.
Yeah, what a good move by AH then, just to being really. They're just checking everything.
Thorough.
Basically. Yeah, really thorough.
Yeah, it looked for a second like they might not check it,
Yeah.
as the first man through the door certainly did not. But
They were leaving-
taken down a split second later.
No stone unturned. I really wanted to say that. I don't know why.
You did hold it in there for a second. But you certainly
Oh,
did say it.
Sign is in a good spot here as well. Another lurking spot here. But, okay, Mayo, this is a curious angle from him. And it does work out. It works out amazingly. He's definitely going to get picked out by Sign, but too little, too late. And now, wow, that was aggressive from him.
You would almost like that if they were waiting to burst onto the B point, and he somehow managed to get into that position.
You know,
but what are you going to do with that pick immediately? I mean, the best you can hope for is, oh, hey, I might grab another one, and it goes even 2-2.
And it's just a curious angle from him, because I've never seen anybody do that. Walk up A right there, not bother trying to get a pick onto A, and just crouching, killing people at B. What?
It's clever if this is coming out at the exact same time. Communicates that he's somehow in that position and is able to find that pick. Then, maybe that opens up the B side completely. But it's gonna work out in the end, just with that man advantage that he earned, as well as just good play from the team, as it was pretty clean, except for completely clean. Except for that on the melody. Ooh, look at someone onto the spawn. Ain't quite able to find it there. Looking for the wall there.
I actually haven't seen. I've seen a lot of the snipers, not a lot, a couple of the snipers every single round spamming those exact spots, and it works exactly not in the favor of Mayo. But I was gonna say I haven't seen them kill anybody through the spam. It's kind of curious that they keep trying.
We've actually seen Kimokjul do it on the Blacklist side.
Oh, was that when he got the collateral? Through the wall?
No, he saw. That was when maybe 0.5 seconds into the round, someone went down.
Oh yeah. I wish we could have seen that from his perspective, though.
Yeah. So I think it's something about because that is both spawns, and I think the doors are a little bit more perhaps. So it's possible to get that one-shot kill immediately, especially with the Barrett being the more powerful.
Through the wall, yeah. 100% damage through the wall, to the leg, to the arm, to the hair.
I don't think with any of these characters there's much hair going on. That interaction is more.
That'd be pretty unfortunate if you could actually get shot in the hair.
I'm sure there is a
there's some
CF character out there with tall enough hair that it would be theoretically possible that if they had been
only getting shot in the hair. Yeah. I mean, there is some characters with the hair, but no updos.
Disappointing there. You'd think should be able to pick up that kill onto Leo, but instead it's actually going to be a nice double here for Leo before he does go down to Sane. And going to be a tough hold here for Rush.
I'm really confused right now. I don't know.
I wonder if there's a bad.
I'm going to guess that is true, but that looked a little
it definitely does look like lag.
It looked a little bit of
that
a whiff.
being said, great time to place the bomb if there's a little bit of lag, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and that was the an observer disconnecting. So I wonder if it was just actually observer lag and not player lag.
Oh, that could be a possibility. It just didn't show him moving. It caught him shooting and just continued that command or something. Okay.
That will be the side change. 6-3 here for the first half.
It was definitely looking tight early on, but it became less and less of a battle and more of just a mow.
Yeah,
mow in the yard.
Really, I mean, starting to cruise, you would have to say.
Yeah, they're kind of figuring Flashant out a little bit, not letting Flashant have so many easy early on picks.
Yeah, I mean, and he did it pretty consistently there for a while, but I mean, I still have to think that I somehow cursed Kim Ok-jil with asking him those questions. So go ahead and place your blame on me. I can handle it. But maybe we'll see him bounce back and lead the team to victory.
And this would be the have to do it. He's facing elimination here. His back is against the wall. And he's definitely been the top performer for his team here. So what a time for him to step up, get maybe another ace. Wouldn't that be crazy? 3 matches, 3 aces.
It would certainly be memorable. That's for sure. Oh, excuse me. Whew.
Maybe we're having maybe the servers were lagging a little bit, or they're waiting for that observer to come in, and that's probably the technical issue that they're just causing a little bit of delay here.
You'll have to see.
Unless once again I'm being a little too impatient or something, and that's
I
just
think that's actually the main issue here.
I'm too used to the amount of time it takes in the regular Crossfire, which isn't too long anymore.
Well, you know, the amount of processing power between a mobile phone and the high-end PCs that are used for the PC version, you know, it's not like you can buy a souped-up phone.
That is true. Can't buy a phone with an i7 in it.
Exactly.
Can't buy a phone with a GTX 1080.
What are we turning into?
Unless you're just playing on an emulator. Could have an Android emulator on your computer.
Yeah, I think that's one thing. I think that some of the mobile games, like somebody told me that you can actually play some of them on your computer.
Yeah, you can play all of them on your computer. Because there's a such thing as a Android emulator. There's a ton of them out there.
Right. I guess that would be obvious, huh?
Yeah.
Well, because they so often need those to develop the apps.
Yeah. And
can't use your
they're
phone.
readily out there. I think I know of maybe 4 or 5 different emulators that are pretty popular, and one of them insanely popular here in China. So that creates a little bit of a problem here in competitive mobile gaming, especially when it comes to FPS gaming. If somebody's using a mouse and a keyboard, that's quite an advantage they'll have on you.
Yeah. I have to say, if someone was using a mouse and keyboard, I think it would be
over.
So, well, it would also be easy for a referee to be like, huh, no, you did not, no.
Why do you think that?
No, I'm saying that you did not make that flick using a touchpad on your phone.
Maybe.
Although we've seen some pretty sick, like 180 shots.
It's still possible, yeah. So, I mean, it may be so. I think it'd be really hard for them to spot because, yeah, you'd be more precise at shooting, but it really depends on how good you are actually with the mouse and keyboard.
Right. Well, it would be less that it's easy to spot and more that it's basically impossible to prove.
That too. And also, you know, from what I've seen on the emulators, it's just like the refresh rate or the FPS on them or something is really low. So, you know, it still may not be possible for the mouse and keyboard user to be so good. I mean, obviously he'll be advantageous for him, but he's not going to be as good as like a regular CF Pro or something like that.
Yeah. I still think it would be fun to see, especially with something like Crossfire, to start moving towards those USB plug-in controllers.
On regular CF.
No, for mobile. Sorry.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Honestly, that'd be. You know, if that's not considered like, I guess like a cheat in a way for mobile gaming, that'd be a kind of a cool way for them to move. But it'd also take away their little niche of being mobile gaming, not console gaming.
I mean, those products are readily available on the market.
I mean, they can do it, but allowed and competitive is what I'm thinking.
Well, I think the thing, I think you would just make it optional. Like, you can use it if you like.
But I think that would be... I don't know if actually that would be
Would
better.
everyone use it?
I don't know. Because in console, the only reason why the controller's even viable in an FPS, I mean, of course, because it's the only choice you have,
The
but
aim help.
because of the aim help. Yeah, the aim assist. So if you don't have that in a mobile game, like they don't, obviously.
Yeah, it's
You can notice. It's very obvious.
There's no snap onto the head.
Definitely not. Well, then, how much help is a controller really going to be?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe you two-handed it, had the controller in one hand to move around, and aimed with the other hand with the... That'd be a little much. That'd be a little much. Little tall. It'd be kind of a lot to ask for. Coordination would be insane if you could do that, though.
I mean, that's basically what you have to do with the mobile game, though, right?
Yeah, but, I mean, I think you could have a bit of an easier time moving around with an actual joystick.
It's actually...
Or moving your aim, maybe.
Yeah, I
That
think
could
that
be
would be
useful.
would be the main one. Is that I would rather have some kind of joystick, even if I had to use my index finger up here on something. I would still prefer it to trying to multitask on that one.
I think a big deal with the mobile gaming is that you have to do everything on a touch screen, and you only can really use 2 fingers on it, right? I mean, you can use more, but it'd be kind of hard, right?
It becomes super awkward.
Yeah. So
you're trying to
shooting, aiming, and moving at the same time means... I think I played the Crossfire mobile game one time, and you had to aim and shoot with the same finger, meaning like you're shooting while aiming. Those are really awkward. If they had just like a... I mean, obviously you can't really add a button to a phone, but if the phone actually had a button on the top, like a controller does, where you could kind of just shoot...
Well,
that'd be pretty cool.
The issue is that you need the other hand for so many, or that you need the other thumb for so many. It's just...
No, I mean just like one finger on
right,
the
if
top.
you had buttons elsewhere. And that's the kind of thing that comes with those plugins. So it would be interesting. I don't think people would much complain. It would still be definitely different from...
It'd be like PSP gaming at that time. At that point,
guess.
with triggers on it and everything like that.
Right. I mean, but what's so wrong with that,
I'm not saying... Don't be attacking me like that. I'm saying there's something wrong with it. Are you saying there's something wrong with it?
No. I'm advocating that it would be cool to see...
No, I honestly think...
To see which direction mobile gaming goes.
Yeah, that's actually a big point there. It's all about which direction they really want to take mobile gaming. Do they really want to add all those add-ons to it? I mean, it will give them sponsors. It will give them things to sell.
Right.
But at the same time, it's going to take it more and more into the avenue closer to console gaming with just a smaller screen.
Yeah, I mean, but there's still the huge difference in...
Crashed again?
Who's that?
Oh, I thought
No. That was them entering in. He's just holding on to that, holding near that smoke, I would believe. People holding lines, if you're seeing guns being switched over here, it's certainly in real time. Flashant still definitely in this. Kimochio thinking about walking into the scope here of... Actually, I just now noticed this is in fact Leo on the op, and it's going to be Mayo using that EBR as we see him on your screen.
maybe this is a switch up they need to really close it out against Flashant.
Yeah, it could be, or it could just be, be a little bit of a...
Boredom with the op? Boredom with fragging so hard?
Well, actually, we see the double EBR coming up. Ooh,
What?
nice.
Wow.
Sprayed on
Good stuff by Rush. Oh, that was Tyson.
Yeah, it was Tyson. And does look like Kimucho should be getting the bomb down imminently.
This would be really crazy if he actually plays the top. I'm not sure if they're really looking away, and he gets two right off the bat. He could get a 30 if he's to the box, but it doesn't look like he's going to get that lucky.
Yeah.
He's opting for the long flank. Oh, they don't have the bomb down yet. The bomb was actually on Kimochi.
Yeah, and he was... It was a little bit troubling because he was the only member with, that 1 HP to his name. but should be going down. Well, it
Smart
still hasn't
flank,
yet to
though.
go down yet.
I don't think they will ever expect him to be coming from this area so quickly.
Well, he's also, I guess, now he will know that he's in the right spot.
Oh, he's definitely going to have a great flank here.